Okay, we're gonna get started. Welcome back to the next episode of Who's Your Realtor. I'm Richard Cam.
I'm Karen McVie. I'm
Extra Karen McVie. Me and Kitibutr at the ready.
Dean, thank you for showing up. You're an hour late, but as always, real estate agents only show up on time for their clients, but not for their friends or anyone else.
Yep.
Okay. Now, been a busy week, lots going on right now, and we're just gonna dive right in. We haven't really seen each other all week, so let's get an update of what's happening this week. Look, Karen, what's going on?
just being prepared, seeing clients, previous clients, just following up. Lots of crazy things. It's like I'm in a tornado.
How many cities you were in today?
Oh my gosh. I was in downtown, I was in Kits, I was in Fort Quitlam, and now I'm in Richmond.
That was like my yesterday day.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was like, I went from Richmond to, I had showings in not just North Van, but North Shore, West Van, North Van, and Deep Cove. And I had to come back.
So how many clients total? Is that for one client?
3. Oh, no, that's one client. Yeah.
Oh, they're just all over the shore?
Yeah. And then I had to come back. I had to come back to Richmond for a showing.
Yeah.
And then I had to go pick up a deposit. And I had to go to Surrey and then come home.
And also, Richard wrote 5 deals this week. What a legend.
We all wrote 5. It was a team.
Yes.
It was a team effort. But it was been a crazy tornado week. It's just, so right now, like, I definitely noticed that the market is definitely picking up in terms of people coming out. And I actually want to point this out. One thing I've noticed a difference in the last big open house that we did was I noticed that 75% of the people that came in were renters looking to buy for the first time, which is, not how it usually
You
is.
said that on the last pod.
Yeah, well, that's
It still holds true.
that holds true because
Yeah.
I just had another one for another place and it was the same.
Mm.
So that's what I meant. Like it's consistent.
Yeah.
It's consistent.
Yes.
100%.
On the Sunday, the open house, they were all renters. As
Yeah,
well.
it's crazy. Like I've never seen that before. Like usually, people are living at home or like, upsizing or something, but a lot of renters right now. So
Do you think that the regulations that they put in place, foreign buyer ban, short-term rental ban, you think that those things played a factor in making it affordable or getting these renters out to become purchasers?
I think
Or do you think it's more of like the economy and the market conditions, aside from like just the regulations, that are allowing them to jump in?
I think it's a combination of all these things that finally put it all together and it's dragging everything down. And like I say, immigration is at a standstill basically, right? So no one's coming in, pushing up the rents and buying places. So that's dropping it all down. The economy, obviously, with what's going on geopolitically and all that, is having people affect on holding back as well. So they're uncertain. So the prices have come down significantly for a lot of places, right? A lot of deals to be had. But yeah, it's just been a crazy, crazy week. It's like everyone just all of a sudden wants to like, I think everyone's funny because they understand now. They're like, okay, it could go lower, but it is a good time now. Right. And it's not only from like our buyers that we've been having all these deals this last week, but also when we go to open houses, we actually just talk to people, right? And find out what they're thinking. And it's on the street. That's what they're thinking as well, which is quite interesting, actually.
And then we picked up a new buyer at the townhouse.
Yes. I mean, like people are just coming in and, did I tell this funny story about the unrep?
No.
So I met someone at an open house and, they were like, talking about, I'm doing it because I don't want to use an agent because it's going to save me money and all these things. And I was like, well, no, not really. That doesn't really save you any money at all because the agent is still going to get paid the same on the other side. And I don't know how you're going to use that as a bargaining chip because it doesn't affect the price of what you're buying.
Yeah. And the seller pays for the buyer's commission.
That's right. And then I was explaining to him and he was like, oh, and I'm like, also, it's not only about the commission. Who is going to do the due diligence? How are you going to know what to look for? Because the other agent's not going to help you.
They don't know what to do.
Well, they're not supposed to, right? They can't because it's unrepresented.
Yes.
So just word to be, be cautious of is like, if you're thinking you don't want to use a real estate agent because you're going to save money, it's not always about the money too. Even if that were the case that you could save money on that, which is not. How are you going to do due diligence? What are you going to know what to look for? I just read through 300-400 pages of strata documents. Yeah, you could put it through ChatGPT, sure, but that's not. You're going to depend on that for your $1 million purchase.
I tried one time. I used Eli report, And it totally missed that they had a lawsuit pending on the building.
Well,
And I
you
was like, are you serious? Thank God I read it by myself.
Well, this is where you have to do that. As
Yes.
professionals, we have to read that. Even though there's technology to help you,
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Technology is awesome, but that's what you're getting paid for, right? So
Yes.
I was just explaining to them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm like, I get it, but like, how are you gonna like, even if you bought it without it, I don't understand how you're gonna do the other thing. He
But
was
even
like,
as a buyer, why would you want to go solo as a buyer? Because like you said, seller pay the commission.
That's right.
The commission is set by the listing agent for both sides
Mhm.
upon like signing that listing agreement.
Mhm.
And then obviously there's, maybe you're benefiting the seller because they have those other things where like if an unrep buyer comes, then commissions dropped,
Mhm.
right, for the seller. So as a buyer with not having representation, you may just be helping the seller.
Yeah.
so anyway,
Yeah.
he just didn't know that. And he was like, oh, I mean, I gave him the information. It's just, I was just baffled. I was like, did you think about what's gonna happen after? I'm like,
Yeah, Richard educated him and then hit him with a cane. And now he's on Richard's leash and he's gonna write a contract tomorrow.
But also I had some crazy stuff happen, right? Like, my buyers completed on that home that they didn't want to complete on because of the strata stuff.
Which one?
This condo, remember?
Station Square.
No. The one in New West.
Oh,
Yeah. So I've never had this ever. And then all of a sudden, like clients, because they bought into a new building and things are subject to change because it's brand new, there are some changes. And then my client felt like they were not informed, but that wasn't the case because they were informed. But because things are subject to change because it's a new building and the strata has AGM and all that stuff, some things changed. Strata fees got raised, all those kind of things. So they were kind of upset and didn't want to.
But
complete.
not
not upset at us,
Yeah.
but just me. But just like of what was going on. But these things can happen, knowing the risks, and then that's what they.
But the good thing is there was like, it's not just like teach them and then they're fine with it. There was like a decent resolution. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I try my best. At the end of the day, we care about our
They
clients.
negotiated a resolution.
Yeah,
So
in
it's
the end of
good.
the day, we care about our clients, and our thing is to make everyone happy because we don't want someone having a bad taste after they work with us, right? Because we're here to build relationships, but it was just such like I was freaking stressed about it, man. I was like, because I didn't want to get anyone in trouble. I just hate a bad feeling.
Okay, that's over. So we're looking for the next lawsuit.
I want to talk about that. How about you? What's going on with your week?
I have that. Oh, here's some interesting stats. So some stats from my own and then some actual like data stats, right? So out of the last 8 listings, only like 6 of the 8 have not sold. They've either expired, went with another team, blah, blah, blah. But out of those ones, I still like actually checked back with them and I've gotten offers higher than what they're listed for now, which is hilarious. But that's besides the point. I just thinking that like the past little while, all these listings, like long days on market, sellers unwilling to change price, this and that, and then not getting market realities. But here's some data that I chomped up because I have a Queensboro listing coming up, that detached house. In the last 9 months, because Queensboro, you know how they're all built the same. They're all around the same age, size, year, everything.
The newer ones you're talking about?
No, like the ones
the
built in
houses.
like the 90s, the
Okay.
detached ones in the 90s.
yeah, like
they're literally all like the same,
yes.
right? It's like a cookie cutter thing.
Yes. They're
How
like doll
many?
houses.
Yeah, how many do you think have sold in the last 9 months across the whole board? How many like detached, like those classic Queensboro in the 9 months? How do you think have
I
sold?
guess not many.
So you guys,
12.
6.
I was gonna say 6.
There's only 6.
Wow.
So, and then there's right now they're active. I think there's over like 15, 16 of like the almost like cookie cutter same homes, right? So then the only 6 that have sold, I was looking at what they sold for, and they sold all of them. The average is 97% of their list price, which means the only things that are selling are priced right at what they sell at. And I think that's saying a lot too about what we're talking about with the buyer activity. The reason why more buyers are coming out is because it's not some weird like price here and then price ends up here, or price is up here and they have to negotiate down. A lot of agents right now, because that's the only thing that's working, is pricing right where you need to be.
That's what I've been telling my clients, but that's the thing. There's what we do and then what they want. Because at the end of the day, we're just here to educate, right? But you know what? I've kind of put a plan, like we talked about. What I do with my listings is like, if they want to list higher because they want room to negotiate, I kind of work a deal where it's like, hey, let's give it 2 weeks, and if your thing, if it doesn't work, let's go to my plan and see what happens, right?
Of course. I mean, you have to preemptively plan
I
that,
know.
right? Because then it's like the game these days is just education,
Yeah.
right? So
Education and service,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on to some real estate news.
Yes.
Lots going on right now. Everyone knows this, but the Bank of Canada held its rate to 2.25% right now. What are your thoughts on that? What's your take? Hot take for the people out there.
Should have taken a bet out on this. I literally told everybody in the beginning of the year they're gonna do like that little drop and they're just gonna hold.
Mhm.
Because number one, there's those uncertainties, and then I feel like they're not getting the result that they want from the drops. So there's no real incentive for them to keep dropping it. And then yeah, there's until something either stabilizes or they can see inflation, go in the direction that they want. I think we'll just keep holding until probably I would say end of July into August.
Yeah,
That's what they're gonna hold.
absolutely. Yeah, that's just the prime rate. Like my clients are still getting like 3.5.
Of course.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
saying that's a benchmark.
Yeah.
I actually think rates could go up. Actually,
it could.
So I think people right now that are thinking of buying should definitely get a pre-approval right now, because I think because of the uncertainty and of the geopolitical stuff right now, I can actually go up. So that's another thing which is going to be quite interesting.
Speaking of going up, like, you can both drive electric. I was saying the gas prices are fluctuating.
Hey Dean, how much is gas right now on your G-Wagon?
I don't know. I don't look at the price.
Do like a little thing like
Dude, so here's the crazy thing. I like last week it's like, oh cool, it's like under $2. I went down to like 182. And then I woke up the other day and it was 225 again for regular. So
That's
like
ridiculous.
and I have 2 gas tanks in that car, right? Like the primary and then I have a secondary. So total is like 165 liters on board.
Jeez.
So I fill up both. Like it's kind of game over. Like
you gotta zoom into us. I'm like, I don't even know crickets right now. I the odd time I fill up
hey man,
Vivian's car now, it's like, oh my god, gas. Like,
Yeah, it's nuts.
because I drove her car one day because she wanted to use my car, and I literally drove her one day, and I'd even drive like a crazy day, a quarter tank. I was like,
yeah, that's like a little 4-cylinder.
I know. So it's like if I drove your car, I'd probably fill it almost every second day.
Probably, but when those Chinese EVs come out, hey, you guys gonna stick with Tesla? Or you can go with Chinese EV.
Oh, I want the new I want a BYD like that Range
BYD
Rover.
Song. Oh,
But they're not gonna bring that one
they
here.
won't bring
That's-
that one.
See, a lot of the thing I noticed with the BYD ones, they're lots of crazy. You get a lot out of it, but we're never gonna get the good ones because of copyright, trademark infringement. Because a lot of the copy, they look exactly like those cars.
Nah, they're too different.
No, but they can't. No, they're not. They look
They're
very
different enough.
similar.
They're different enough.
I mean, I would like that, but I don't think so.
I think the reason why they're not going to bring them in is it's because they're going to eliminate the domestic market. So that's why they're bringing them in at a capped MSRP of like 50,000. So it's like the lower end
Of
stuff.
course.
But I don't think it has anything to do with infringement, man.
Oh, it's
They're
100%.
different.
100%.
But then why would the Canadian government care about? Because like for example, the Zeekr 9X, it looks like the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Like the shape is like the same. Canadian government doesn't care what Rolls-Royce how many they sell.
I don't know. I'm
going Chinese.
G-Wagon.
I'm going Chinese car, man.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I might get a Chinese G-Wagon.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I want that BYD. There's one that's like the
Sweet
Cheesley,
wagon.
right? Okay. On other news, this is like quite interesting. Remax got bought,
Oh, I saw that.
right? I mean, all the big people are talking about it. I mean, us small people down
What
here.
does that mean though? Because I saw the headline, but I didn't read any articles.
So, Real Broker, which is like a technology, like they do a lot of
Yeah.
technology, like app stuff, like on real estate stuff,
Yeah.
bought them for $880 million.
I kind of felt like it was worth more. I thought it'd be like $1 billion company.
Mhm.
Dude, okay, here's the thing. Not talking about this broker specifically, but just legacy brokerages. Like, what do you offer? What are you offering? I don't think I've lost a listing to someone that says like, oh, you're not with X
That's true.
brokerage.
Yeah.
Like back in the day when there's nothing out there, I get it. Because you want a trusted name, right?
Yeah.
I really don't see it as a benefit. I actually see like, just saying we're with a smaller brokerage, I actually feel like that's a benefit
Mhm.
because everyone can work and help you actually do stuff.
Yeah, I think
Right?
it's
When you're in a bigger brokerage, in my opinion, you're just a number.
Mhm.
And you're paying tons of fees. Like everyone pays fees and fees cost a lot.
Yeah.
But those fees you're paying even more because you're paying for the name.
And then I always ask agents who are with those, exactly what you're talking about, like legacy brokerages and these big name ones. Hey, I'm just curious, like, what do you get for your fee? I don't even ask what their fee
Yeah, I
is.
know.
They already know, like, the range. Like, hey, what do you get? They're like, what are you talking about? Not really anything.
Nothing.
Yeah.
They
And I'm
can't
like,
even,
what?
they
What's the
can't even
point?
contact their managing broker.
That's true, because then it's exactly what you said. You're just a number.
Yes.
And then obviously, if you're part of something bigger, guess what? There's more members.
But
So
also, what does this tell you? This tells you that this business is going online, right? Like
Yeah.
in terms of like, you know, online, you can do a lot of stuff online. It makes life a lot easier, right?
Yeah.
So you need to be with new technology and like figure out how to help your clients in those ways, right?
for sure.
Finding homes, like, you know, for us, like lots of stuff, streamlining our operations,
Mhm.
you know, doing content, like all those kind of things, right? To get it out.
So what do you think? What do you think this means for the real estate industry as a whole?
I think
Like one of the biggest names, most recognizable brands getting absorbed by something that's very digital based.
well, I think they have to either build their own or get something that can like make their brand worth more, or else something that's online could gobble them up because they got the technology, but you actually need people to use it, right? So if you get all these agents to use your app or whatever, well, now you got revenue and like power, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're online and you have your online platform, you still need people on the ground to use it.
Yeah.
Then you use it and you get your clients to use it, right?
So when do you think we're gonna get replaced by robots?
Do you think they can negotiate as much? As
How do
good
you
as
know I am
Like-
born already?
That's the
No wonder.
million
No,
dollar question.
Rich is a robot. You heard it here first.
Oh my god, that's why he has so much energy.
No, I was tired today.
No wonder.
Oh,
Saw one of Rich's coffee cups. It was just oil. Straight oil. Straight transmission fluid.
Okay, but on another serious note, Karen, I want you to bring up that topic that we want.
oh right. So
and news as well. So let
I
us
got-
know.
I didn't see this headline, that one that Remux got bought, but everyone sent me this link about an agent from Stonehouse got a lead and ended up in a client's basement. Did you hear this
No.
headline?
Oh, perfect.
Oh, everyone was
is it-
sending me this link.
Listen to the
Is it
story.
local?
Yeah, it's local.
Yes, local in Surrey.
Yeah.
And so this agent
Can I guess the city? Okay.
hey, I'm from there, okay? So this agent had found a client. Well, the client reached out to her, and then he said that he was from $1 billion family from Saudi Arabia, and he was like coming close
Who do
and
you know?
touching her leg.
Who do you know? Never mind.
And then it just the feeling was off, and then he said that her car got towed, and then she could clearly hear it.
Wait, what? So like,
So the guy was trying. She wanted to leave, but he's like, "Oh, your car got towed," and then so I don't know. She said that she could hear him say, like he was talking. He was talking to the towing company, and then it was actually not towed. And so when he was in the other room talking to this towing company, she just left. So she went to Global News and warned a bunch of agents to just do their due diligence, which we should always be doing, right? So I was telling Rich before you came, Dean, that we should always ID our clients before we meet up with them, and always meet up with them in a public space. Don't meet up with them like straight at their home, especially a basement. Share your location. for
You mean that was
goodness
the first
sakes.
time they met and he went to show up to the basement?
Exactly.
wait, but she didn't get locked in there, right? She just like felt creeped out and then went down and then she ran.
You said he was
Yeah.
with
So,
his wife.
okay, I thought
Yeah, but yeah,
so
she
she got
was,
kidnapped.
well,
I
it
mean, it's
sounded
bad.
like that.
It's bad, but like,
Yeah, she said that. He also said that. Oh, I'm gonna fly you on my private jet. Who's just trying to like
Oh,
hit
it
on
sounds
her.
But he lives in a basement?
yeah,
Yeah.
sounds like people I
Yes, but
talked to before.
But apparently, this has been happening to.
It's
Oh,
been
like-
for a while, right?
See, I'm lucky though. I'm not an attractive young female, so I have nothing to worry about.
But it's true though, like as a female in this industry, that
It's
is
hard.
something that
Yes.
you need to think about.
Hard.
Because
Yes.
we don't think about that, right?
See, yeah, we don't think about that because no
girls are bringing in my basement, being, hey, your car's been towed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly
like
you
you're
around. I'm like,
stalking.
oh, what? Yeah, what's going on? What else? What else?
Like,
That's why we never hear from Rich again. We know he's
I'm in Saudi
living
Arabia.
life.
I'm in Dubai.
oh my gosh! But like I guess he
Seriously.
was like preying on really gullible people, but that can be really scary. So
Actually, speaking of which, have you had any like creepy things like that happen to you before?
I've had at an open house, a guy was like, "Are we the only ones here?" And then I just pretended like, "Oh, someone's in the washroom," and then, and it was just you have to pretend. And then he's like, "Are you single?" I was like, "No, I'm married." And then it was just really creepy. But then I just pretended like, "Hey, like come out, you can come out now," like just pretended, and he just ran away. But it was
Interesting.
really. There's many more, but that's the one that like pops up first in my
Our
mind.
open house stories are very different.
Yeah.
The funny one, I mean, I already told you guys, but it was so funny because I don't think I told this one on the pod. That kid that fell down the stairs in the townhouse.
Oh yeah, you
Remember?
told me.
I told you. Did I tell you?
I don't think so.
Oh, anyway, there was this kid that was running around, just like 3-level townhouse in Richmond. He just doing an open house. He just kept running like sprinting the whole length of the house, and then I kind of not that I manifested it, but I kind of thought in my head like, oh man, I hope this kid stops. And then like next second, I literally right after I had that thought, you just hear like smack, like boom, boom, and then like 2 more like boom, boom, and then what happened was like he was running up the stairs. He like face planted on the step because he missed a step, and then he like rolled down the 2 more
Oh my
steps. And I was like, no, because, but it was just so weird because it was right when I thought like, oh, I wish this kid stops, and then I like immediately exploded. So yeah, that's kind of like what happens. I don't get hit on by random dudes.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Girls don't hit on us.
Uh,
I open houses.
Man, I wish back in the Celine days, back in the Michael Kors days, I used to have all the aunties hitting on me, but
Ooh,
I don't get that anymore
Dean.
because I'm old now.
Oh, are you gonna talk to us about your sign?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's the 3rd time on that house that it's happened.
What happened? Tell me.
First time. Well, so this time I got a call, and I don't know what's wrong with this lady, but she called me right like first thing in the morning, and then left a really long voicemail, and then I listened to the voicemail, but I didn't contact her back, just because I was like, I don't know, I was like dealing with other stuff, so I was like, okay, I'll get around to that eventually. And then she sent me a text that was like super long to, like really detailed, maybe 20 minutes later, and then she sent an email to the brokerage.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with your sign?
Yeah.
She said that my sign is in the back alley and it's a road hazard, so she's called the RCMP.
Oh my god, she has
And
no life.
yeah, and like some other thing, and it's like really urgent because like it's like blocking the entire road or something.
Oh, I didn't hear this.
Yeah. So she emailed the brokerage and then everything, and I
Yeah.
was like, what? So I drove there after my morning appointment, and then I went there, and it was like, I mean, you saw the video.
Mhm.
So I took a video because I was like, I can't wait to see the obstruction.
It's on the ground.
And it was like on the ground, like tucked on a side of a piece of grass.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, number one, it's weird because it was a block and a half away from my listing. So somebody legit.
Oh, I thought it was just in the back where you put it.
No,
No.
my listing was like almost 2 blocks away.
I thought this sign. So you didn't have a sign in the alley.
No.
No.
Oh,
In the front of
That's
my
why
house.
I was.
I was so confused. I was like, oh, okay.
It's a block and away. So
Yeah.
somebody like
Carried it.
picked it off, took it
Yeah.
off the ground, carried it like
Oh.
Jesus on their
Yeah.
shoulder, because there was no. Luckily, there's no scuffs, there's no scrapes.
Yeah.
So it's not like somebody dragged it,
Mhm.
and it's a block and a half.
Interesting.
So
It's
they
a
like took
long
it
walk.
and like whatever, and then just like threw it somewhere.
I still don't understand how they could get it out of the ground like that.
No,
It
so
can
it
come out.
it comes out. So
Oh, okay.
the way it is like, let's say for example, the total spike length,
Mhm.
I would say is about 3
And then you
feet.
put the
Mhm.
post over it.
Yeah.
And then the spike that goes in the ground is 1.5 feet.
Okay.
So you have 1.5 feet of like structured holding thing
So
that
it's
goes into
not
the. It
as
doesn't. No,
difficult.
it can't come out. It can't come out unless you like.
Well, yeah, that's why I don't understand how what kind
That's
of
what I'm
strength-
saying. It's a very deliberate like activity,
Yes.
and this is the 3rd time in that house that it's happened.
That's so bizarre.
So, but the first time, what they did was, I don't know if it's the same person, but this is what happened. First time, somebody cut the zip ties on the thing,
On
so
your
the
sign.
post was still there, but the sign wasn't. and the sign went missing. And I thought it was maybe the wind, but then when I look at the
It was
zip ties, it's cut. It's not like it was
Ripped
like
off.
yeah, like sun damage and then it kind of snaps.
Mhm.
No, it was like cut. And then I was like, oh well, what the heck? So then I put another sign, and then somebody kicked the post over, like maybe a month later. And then I had a sign company come install West Coast signpost. They blamed me.
What?
Yeah, and they never got my money back.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So West Coast signpost, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get somebody else to install the sign. And then they had tenants there before that installed a fence. But the way they installed the fence, they installed it like really inward to the yard.
Mhm.
So there's a piece of grass between the fence and then the sidewalk.
Mhm.
And then that's where the for sale sign goes.
Yeah.
Right. So I paid for them to install it. I come back, I came back, they installed it on a whatever, let's say it's a Thursday, and I came on the Friday or Saturday to like hang the sign, whatever it was, maybe a day, maybe 2 days. And then the signpost was like crooked. And then I like barely like touched the signpost to like put it upright, and then it just fell over. So then I was like, oh, this is like either uninstalled properly or somebody kicked it over. So I emailed them and I said, hey, the sign is like not installed properly, like it's on the ground. And then they emailed me back and said, oh, that was the city probably like that removed the sign. So we're not gonna reinstall it and we're gonna charge you. And I was like, they were like, oh, because like basically like, oh, we told you it was city property, so that's why this. I'm like, no, the city would confiscate it. They'd send a letter to the house, or they'd send a warning to the house and the homeowner and be like, hey, you know, this signage is not allowed or whatever. And that's not the case because that's the land, that's part of the home. They just assumed that it was like city land. So then what they said was like, oh, it's your fault, and then we're not gonna like refund you money.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what the heck? So I'm out like 100, 125 or whatever it was. So I was like, okay, screw it. I'm gonna put my own sign, and then that's the sign that I put up now. And then somebody just like lifts it out and just walks it away. So I think I'm not gonna put another sign back in this house.
Yeah.
And if I do, it's gonna be like massive, like big. Like I'm gonna get like the wooden stilts,
Yeah,
yeah,
like the 8x4 one, right? It's like just massive, and then they'll probably spray paint it or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know why this is happening because this is not the only that for that listing has happened 3 times. And then for my listing in Vancouver, I've had 2 different listings where it happened twice. So total signposts, like all in all, I've had like maybe nine vandalizations
Oh
What?
no.
Yeah. total. Because and then on Maywood, the Maywood one, do you remember? I told you this. The lady called me.
They always call you.
The lady kicked my signpost over, and then I was wondering who did it, and she like I don't know how she did it because it was bent, and she's an old lady, but it was bent. And then I was wondering like what happened here, you know, blah blah blah. And then she calls me to be like, I did it.
What?
I told you guys this like when it happened. I was like, she was like, hi. And I have like her phone and everything, and she's like, don't you know that there's no signpost allowed on any of this property? No advertising. I'm like the Strata Council boss. I found out later she's not on the council at all.
Oh wow.
She's not even like even a member. I mean, it's not a
Insanity.
member. She's not on the board or whatever. So and then she like destroyed my sign, and I told her, I said, hey, that's totally fine if like whatever. I'm more than happy to follow the rules, but my face and my phone number are on the sign. Do you think you should call me and get it uninstalled? And she said no, that shouldn't be my problem to contact. I was like, you called me anyway. You called me afterwards to tell me you destroyed it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is like $150 in damage. Like,
Wow. She's just taking out her anger on
Crazy
Yeah.
at
people out
you.
there, man.
Wow.
All types of people.
yeah. And then the one that I have near Joyce, like, that one was up for 2 days, and then somebody kicked it over.
What? Why does everyone?
What? Poor Dean.
Bro, I'm like $500-600 into like
Why?
signs.
Why is it everyone attacks you?
And
I
I
know.
Must be his face.
I document it all the time because I'm like,
Yes.
I can't believe this happened again.
Oh, Dean, you don't deserve that.
Wow.
Hey, at least the smart car. Don't hit the smart car. Wherever you are.
That's okay because
Wait.
my face is on that one side, so they would just scratch your face and then leave my face on it.
But yeah, that's so weird, and I don't know. Do you think it's the same person
Yes.
who's following my list? No, you really think so?
No, I think he's just
I think it's the same person for that house in
Yes.
Surrey,
For sure.
but not across the board, because then it'd be Burnaby Richmond.
Sure.
Burnaby.
That's like evil stuff. Someone's
Yeah.
falling for that.
Like
It's
if-
just minute thing, dude.
Yeah, but guess what? I'm gonna keep putting the signs up. It's like you chop a head off, like 2 grow in its place.
You should put more
I'm
signs.
gonna put 3 signs, and then I'm gonna. You know what I should do? Well, no, that's illegal. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. There will be no booby traps on my signs.
To cap it all off, I want to say, if you look, this is quite interesting. We're all dressed how we like our style is. And I love it. I noticed that actually.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying. I kind of find it like
Well, I mean, I feel like personality exudes, right? So,
Yes.
I know. I think it's kind of interesting today. I noticed that today when we all came in.
But yeah. How? What's the final topic, and then we'll put a cap.
Wait, I want to know how the
Oh.
bank was today.
Oh yeah. Oh, we end on this topic. So once in a while, our brokers host what do they call it? Cafe.
Like it's like a realtor cafe.
A realtor cafe where you hang out at the branch, at a bank branch.
You know, not to toot my own horn, but when we were back at Jovi, I feel like I pioneered this.
That's right.
Yeah, that was your bread
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I did. We all did it.
That was like my thing, because
But
the old, back in Jovi, the way it was structured, whatever, they were really connected with CIBC. And then they obviously, like, I'm not the first one to do realtor cafes, but I was like, I wanted to do it every
Well-
let me keep doing it, right? And then I saw some success from that, so then everyone was like, cool, let's offer to the whole brokerage.
well,
we
and
get
then also like we're never too good for it. We love
100%.
getting out there. The thing
Yeah,
about us,
put
we
it
love
out
getting
there.
because some people are like, oh, I'm too big. I don't do open houses.
No.
No. Actually, I quite enjoy getting out there
Yes.
and meeting people. Like
Like,
that. That's a big part of the job.
That's the best part.
But
Traffic today,
goose egg.
zero for zero, because I did have a couple like good conversations, but I don't know, it was crazy. People didn't even want like coffee or donuts.
Really?
They didn't even want it.
That's bizarre.
So like I got a dozen donuts and like what is it, take 12
Yeah.
cups,
Nothing.
2 coffees, 1 donut,
Wow.
and then one lady came and she took 3 donuts herself.
Oh. And
But it was to finish that
Yes,
lady off.
that.
She I gave her a napkin and I was like, yeah, please take a donut. And then she grabbed one and I was like, yeah, take another, because I don't care. Like she can take 5. I don't really care.
Take the-
But it's how she
Take
took
the
it.
whole box.
Yeah, actually wouldn't mind. But it's how she took, because she got one and then she hovered over the second one and she wanted to grab with the same hand, but her hands are like not that big. So she compressed the 2 donuts
Oh,
like a
ew.
hydraulic
but
press.
that's you're wasting the donut.
And then she was like, maybe a one more. And then she got a third one and then compressed it. Just
Ew.
like, I was like, I'll just give like a stack of
You got all the
donuts.
stories, dude.
Yeah.
You get all the characters.
She like compressed it and I was like watching her and I was like, you don't have to do that.
You get all the characters.
What?
And Dean, okay, wait, are you still? Yeah.
No, that's all.
I want to know about why you were late today.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
never late.
I know. I parked by the river with my awning out and then had a little.
You had to decompress.
Yeah, I had a little cigar. 0 leads later, got to pull a little cigar out by the river. So I pulled out my whole not a whole setup, but a little camping setup there. And then when I was setting up, like putting it away to come out to here, a couple of guys approached me. Man, what is that thing? What is that thing? And I was like, it's an awning. And then they were like, oh, it doesn't need legs or anything. It's just freestanding. And I was like, yeah. And we were talking about it. And then they just kept talking to me. And ends up, he's gonna, I don't know. We'll see. His son's gonna contact me or something. But that's besides the point. The funny thing that I want to mention about meeting these two was that the conversation was totally normal. Talking about a bit about what they do, a bit about their life. And then all of a sudden, one of the 2 guys was like, hear about that Russian satellite? And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, it's orbiting right now. They're gonna blow the US into smithereens.
What?
And I was like, what? And then even his brother like looked at me and he was like, what are you talking about? Because we were talking about
Man, you need characters.
So-
Yes,
totally
yes,
different.
yes.
But anyway, that's why I was like, I was chatting though. And then I wrapped it up as soon as I could. And
And they showed up here. And that's it.
yeah.
Amazing. Very
Okay.
cool.
So that was a fun one.
Wind it off, Karen.
I guess we'll see you next week.
Who's your realtor? Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
See you. Bye.